Welcome back to the show. Well, when he was on the show back in June, our friend Keenan Wellar from LiveWorkPlay was talking about some wonderful partnerships that are happening in the city, and he's back to tell us that those partnerships have come to fruition. And the partnership we're talking about in particular is LiveWorkPlay and People First Ottawa. We're joined by Jennifer Harris from People First Ottawa and Keenan Wellar from LiveWorkPlay. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you both here.
Thank you very much.
And Keenan, remind viewers about what this partnership was. You did come on the show way back in June and talked about the beginnings of this partnership. What is it for exactly?
Well, that was with Corey Earle, who's the president of People First of Ontario.
Right.
And they have chapters throughout the province, but it hasn't been strong in Ottawa for what seems like a couple of decades.
Okay.
And he had talked to us about supporting some growth here, and we liked where they were going with their goals and principles and values, and thought that would definitely be something we'd be interested in supporting. So that's when the planning began for supporting the launch of and growth of a local chapter. So it just came to fruition in November.
We should remind viewers too what you do at LiveWorkPlay.
Sure. Yeah, we provide supports and services to people with intellectual disabilities, and just support them to have a good life in whatever way is important to them.
And Jennifer, you're the secretary at People First Ottawa, amongst other things,
Yes.
the treasurer. What are your goals at People First Ottawa?
To promote equality for our citizens, to help people with intellectual disabilities stand up for their rights, to have discussions, to have people with disabilities included in their communities.
So, Keenan, with your organization working, hand in hand with People First Ottawa, what are you doing to help support them?
Well, I think it's definitely, we're in the background, and we want to support individuals like Jennifer to be they're in charge of everything. And the issue is, when you're a self-advocacy group like that, where do you get your infrastructure and your resources? So help is needed in that respect. So it's providing meeting space, advice about anything from, banking to technology, whatever they would come to us and ask for. So it's really more about getting them some needs that they have just to get off the ground and get running, because it does take resources.
And Jennifer, you're one of many pieces of the team. Tell us who else is involved with your team.
There's José Varin. She is the president. Emily Menard is the vice president. And Suzanne Gauthier is the other advisor.
And what plans do you have in place right now for People First Ottawa?
We have a launch event coming at the end of April. We're going to have a movie and some discussion about issues that we would like to focus on.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of those issues. What are some of the major challenges that both organizations are still seeing out there, Keenan?
Well, there's, huge barriers to employment, for example. The employment rate, I think, depending on what statistics you want to use, it's somewhere between 70 and 80% of people that are not working. So that's a major issue. Certainly where people are living. People First has always been concerned about the types of housing people have access to, and they want their own apartments and homes. And certainly education. I know Corey has always spoken about that, making sure that people go through the school system together and don't teach students that different people belong apart.
As far as the greater community is concerned, how can they help with the situation, especially when it comes to employment?
Right. Well, I know Jennifer has certainly experienced this, and over the years we've been through some things together. But it just takes an employer that's willing to welcome and consider some creativity in terms of their workplace. And we've found places where Jennifer has worked in the past that it also helped change their culture and much improved their culture, and they've reported that to us. So get in touch with People First or LiveWorkPlay, and we'll be happy to direct you the right way.
Jennifer, he mentioned your experience with working with different employers. I mean, how did that make you feel as a person? It must be so important to feel a part of society like everybody else, right?
Yes, I want to be a contributor to society. Like every person without a disability would want to do too.
Of course. Jennifer mentioned she's got a big event coming up. Do you have any events coming up in the near future?
Quite a few. We do have one of our major fundraisers is on April 14th. It's our annual Recipe for Success charity auction, so we're looking forward to that.
Excellent. Well, thank you both for being here. We really appreciate it. Jennifer, if people want to get in touch with People First of Ottawa, what's the best way to find out more information?
You would go to www.peoplefirstottawa.ca, and I could be reached at secretary@peoplefirstottawa.ca.
Excellent. Thank you very much for being here. I really
much.
appreciate it. And if you want to find out more about Live Work Play, you can visit their website at liveworkplay.ca. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after the break.
That was a great interview.
Yeah, I love when Keenan comes on the show, and it's great to see that two organizations that for most people they might think would be competing organizations. They don't compete at all. Sharing resources and sharing staff and that kind of thing. It's great to see.
Yeah,
for sure,
I think so
in the
too.
community.